Watching Vietnam Steve, and I've got a live one for you today. Just thought I'd get on here, give a bit of a proof of life video, and let you know that I'm in Ha Long Bay, still alive, and of course enjoying the lovely matcha freeze here this afternoon. Probably going to stream for about half an hour. I've got somebody coming down to meet me shortly. I'd answer any questions that you might have, and hopefully kick off what becomes a regular afternoon stream. I haven't posted for a month or two because I just didn't have anything to post about, but got a couple of ideas in my head. Just haven't had a chance to get them filmed or locked down. But it'll be great to see who connects up here. It's 1:15 in the afternoon in Ha Long Bay, and everybody's had lunch. I didn't have lunch. I had a bit of a brunch. Went to a couple of cafes and munched on some snacks. Now, if you're joining and can hear it and everything's going well, you've got me horizontal, you can hear me okay, give me a thumbs up. That would be great. And of course, if you can't hear me, let me know in the comments. So I'm just sitting out on the bay here. It's probably 30 degrees in Ha Long Bay and quite humid today. So I'm okay here. I'm in a bit of a breeze coming through. But earlier today I was inside a cafe and that was real humid. So had a couple of things on the go today. I got down here early and first up was get myself organised, and immediately I got myself organised. So I had a couple of messages come in from colleagues to say, "Are you organised?" So I had to down tools and tell them I was organised. Then I had a phone call. I had to call my mother, of course. So that's always a half an hour feat. And after that, I finished my coffee and read the news. Well, I didn't read the news. I just scrolled through YouTube a little bit. So a couple of things on my mind today. One is I've got 3 weeks real holiday where there's not much on at all, and I'm just sort of thinking of things that I can do. I'm thinking of maybe going to Daklak, which is up in the mountains, but haven't made any decisions yet. And I'd be interested if any of you have been to Daklak or been to Ho Chi Minh City, just to let me know what they're like. Nancy Daisy loves my hat. Thank you, Nancy Daisy. This is an interesting hat, this one, because it's quite expensive and was given to me by a very good friend here in Ha Long Bay. So I feel obliged to wear the hat, but of course I do get critical feedback from the trolls on YouTube, and my mother in particular, who says it all looks very nice there, but get rid of that stupid hat. Brendan, nice to see you on here. You'd be happy to know I'm not having a third coffee of the day. I'm on to the matcha freeze now, so just scooping the cream off the top before I enjoy that. I have set myself up here to have some English conversations with people that want to learn English and maybe have a spare hour in the day. They can come down and consult with Vietnam Steve, who's happy to speak English. And I've got my first customer coming in about half an hour, so we'll see how that goes. I'm in the prime position here. I'll swing the camera around. It's not the best view for yourselves because I've got the legs of the cabana right in front of me, but I'm right on the road. I don't see those posts as much as as you see them there. My view kind of looks a bit more like this over here. So I'm just watching all the near misses. Of course, we've got Friendship Park over the road over there, which is great for walking. And people pay attention when something like that goes straight through the intersection. And I've got a couple of cracking walk and talks lined up for you in my head. I haven't got them into the camera yet. I'm going to film them on the Osmo Pocket 3, and I haven't got that out yet today. Yeah. I bought a pair of those Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and they're interesting, I have to say. It does take a bit of work to edit them up afterwards, and I really need to be sitting here on my own to do that, and I've always got people around. So what I'm going to do is put the Ray-Ban Meta glasses on, and I'll film myself. Oh, there go the police. Film myself filming a live stream. This will be interesting. I'll have to post this as a short later to get people to go to the live stream. So these glasses here actually film what I'm looking at. So I'll let them get connected, and they connect to this little case here. I've just been told by the glasses the battery is 100%. So I'll get the Meta glasses to film what I'm looking at. So, hey Meta, take a video. So according to a little light that's in my eye here, I think these are now recording. So the people that are watching the Meta glasses, and you know, how I splice that into a live stream later on, I'd have to do a side-by-side live stream. You'll see what I'm looking at, which is me drinking matcha. I've seen a comment go through there, but obviously I don't have the prescription lenses in my Meta glasses, so I can't read the comments. I need to buy some condiments for the house. I'm out of shaving cream. I'm out of garlic and chili sauce, and I'm not sure when I'm going to get that. I'm off to a restaurant where I've been before, and one of my colleagues, her boss is always at that restaurant, and we're going there tonight for a couple of quiet ales and a subdued dinner. I'm saying that tongue in cheek because I think it'll be quite a raucous affair. All right, I'm going to stop the video. We'll have a look. And I'm going to put my my other spectacles on so that I can actually see what's going on now. I've managed to get a bit of 3 thumbs up from Brendan. Thank you, Brendan. You're missed here in Halong Bay. I'm at the Highlands. They said you've been here once or twice, and a lot of broken hearts inside the Highlands. I'm actually streaming live from my iPhone Pro Max, and the interesting thing is I've only got about half a battery left, so this may well all die very soon. I find it easy to stream from the iPhone. You just bang, 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 and away she goes. And I've connected up a very cheap microphone called a GoCheck. Whacked a bit of sound reduction on it because there is quite a bit of noise here. And I thought I'd see how that goes. I kind of keep the DJI microphone for the DJI. And the plan today was to go and film something for you, but never got to. Got a little GoCheck here. That just connects into my iPhone. I've got the iPhone on the tripod, and all is good. The the lady coming down today has 4 kids to have a chat. And the interesting thing is the first 2 kids are called Dollar and Euro. So if you ever wanted to name your kids with some good fortune ahead of them, call one kid Dollar and the other kid Euro. She had 2 more kids, which I thought she was going to call Dong and Ringgit, but that's Jonathan and Jennifer. So we've got Dollar, Euro, Jonathan and Jennifer. I think Dollar and Euro will be at school at this time of the day, but we might have Jonathan and Jennifer coming with my friend. Haven't got too much on my plate here in Vietnam, although I think there might be a trip to Ho Chi Minh City in the offing. And just relaxing in general. It's 1:30, and this is the 3rd coffee shop for the day. Although I was here at 9:30 this morning, I've been somewhere else, had more drinks and lunch, and came back to this one for a 2 p.m. appointment. I'm interested in the live streams because I like the landscape live stream like you've got here today, because you get a really good background of what's sort of around me. And I find the vertical one, all you get is my chubby face and my chubby belly. So we don't want that for too much. But apparently those vertical ones just give the execs at YouTube just absolutely get a boner over vertical live streams. And it's not something that interests me. I'm not a doom scroller, and I try to just watch the 10 to 20 minute walk and talks, which is what I'm all about. If you can't walk and you can't talk, what's the point? I've seen quite a bit of AI slop on YouTube lately, and that's probably what slowed me down making anything. Is it something I want to be involved in? I've managed to keep out of YouTube's hair for the last 4 years. I've been doing this for 4 years, but never had a popular video in 4 years. So for those of you that are here, you're the what do they call them? The undesirables, or I forget what the terminology was. But if you're here, it's because you're not popular. Have you ever had matcha tea yourself? It's a green, green sort of a tea drink. Very refreshing, and much better for me than caffeine. I mean, if you've had a Vietnamese coffee, you know they're pretty strong. I've had 2 of those today. One of the things that piqued my interest was, thanks, Brendan, was the where's Vietnam stand in this whole Iran shenanigans? And I saw some interesting news today where Vietnam is negotiating with the people in the Straits of Hormuz to get some Vietnamese ships through. So I thought that's a good start, and good on Vietnam. But they have an interesting 4 nose policy here, and I'll probably do a video about it because it sort of mirrors. Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to touch the microphone. Mirrors my own way I operate. I forget what the 4 no's are, but they're going to have no alliances with other countries. So Vietnam stands on its own 2 feet, which is a little bit like Vietnam Steve. They're going to have no foreign bases on their soil. Hi, Andy. Welcome along. And what are the other 2? No alliances, no foreign bases. They're basically not going to support or fight in any foreign wars. They're just their own country. And I'll get a little bit more in my head, and I'll do a video on all of that because it's very interesting. When you read it, you think, holy hell, that's how I live my life. four NOs highlighted by our guy in Hanoi recently. Okay. The four no's. Oh, okay. Yeah, the four NOs. Steve, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's very interesting. And kind of the opposite of most countries. Most countries want to get involved and um, don't know what that is. That's quite loud, whatever that is. There's a bus going straight through the intersection. And I like the ice cream truck. Yeah, nice one, Doug. Um, what I did like about the four no's was there's also a fifth one that's a secret one. It's the always be flexible. So, plan A, plan B, plan B and C. So, very interesting. But here we don't get much news about anything. I try to avoid the news. I do watch a bit of YouTube. Every time I get something I'm not interested in, I do punch the not interested button. But it's like the lights on, but nobody's home at YouTube. You punch that not interested button, but they just keep feeding you stuff you're not interested in. I don't know. Do you find that that works for you? Doesn't seem to work for me. Not too many people here at the Highlands right now. It's lunchtime, and in lunchtime in Vietnam, people have a snooze till about 1:30, which is now. So maybe that's why the cars have just picked up. Hey Andy, good question about the fuel. I can give you a live update on that because immediately before I came here, the car was telling me it's thirsty. I had the orange light on and it was flashing. So I went and got some fuel at the service station. There was no queue up. We just drove straight in. The fuel's 25,000 dong a litre. So I don't know what that is. Figure it out. About $1 a litre. Last time I was here was about 17,000. So it's gone up a little bit. But I put a million dong in, which got me 40 something litres. And the car's full and away we go. So doesn't seem... Oh, a couple of kids just went through on an e-scooter. Doesn't seem to be too much problem. The government is restricting internal flights, so that's going to slow things down. A lot of internal flights have been cancelled, and I think there is a fuel problem because Vietnam imports most of its fuel. Now, Vietnam used to be a net exporter of fuel until they made a lot of cars and became more economically upwardly mobile. But I think they've got a bit of a fuel crisis, but the government's working really strong to help the local population out. Yeah, no more restrictions on full tanks. We just went and said we wanted a million dongs worth, and glug 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 glug. 5 minutes later, we're full. Did a U-turn. That one's at the Hong Gai service station. Doug, you probably know that one. Did a U-turn down at Hong Gai, came straight down the waterfront, got dropped off here at Vincom Highlands, and probably here till about 3 o'clock today. So started a new business talking to people that want to have a conversation with an English conversation with a Western boy. They can book a session with Vietnam Steve. So, of course, all my wife's friends are booking a session, so they're sort of freebies. So this is a loss-making venture from the get-go. But hey, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? And we'll see how we go. Client number one this afternoon. Yeah, there is a new one across from the Skoda dealer there. Yeah. A lot of new cars in Vietnam. That's one of the things I do notice when I'm here. The cars here are much newer than we see down under in Australia. Most people are driving, I don't know the terminology. In Australia, we call them a shitbox. Most people are driving older cars in Australia, but these cars all seem to be, 2 or 3 years old. They're quite new here. Um, for those of you that know, I live next door to the proposed Aeon Mall in Harlong here. That's coming along well. We've got 5 levels built out the front now. The roof is on, and they're just fixing up the inside. There's a lot of EVs here, Andy. It's EV Central. This is a good example of how you can roll out EVs and help people. So all the taxis here are EVs. Not half the people, but a lot of people drive EVs. My brother-in-law drives an EV. He bought that, and free electricity for the first year, so works well. Why I cringed when those couple of kids went through the intersection before was they're both on EVs, and they're school kids, so they're 14 or 15. They got no road sense, and they went straight through. Scary. There's a lady on a push bike trying to do it now. Yeah, I've got a Peugeot here, which it's a good car. It was within the price range when I had to get it, but I don't drive it. My wife drives it, but it's much more expensive than in Australia. I think there's a 20% tax on vehicles here, so any vehicle costs more than elsewhere. But it's all relative, It's only money. Now, I'd love to know whether you like the vertical live stream or the horizontal live stream. That would be interesting to know. I just got a message to say my iPhone is adjusting its power usage to preserve battery life. So I've probably gone from 45% to 30% in 20 minutes. But I'll keep going until I conk out or I get to the top of the hour. Yeah, look, I think sticking with the taxis is good. I mean, I got a pocket full of dong, and there's taxis out the front here, so I don't. You don't need a car here. I got a taxi yesterday from Hanoi to here, a taxi, and it was, it was 1.8 million, which is I don't know what that is in the US, but it's a whack of change for Vietnam, but it's a long way. So it's 170 kilometers, and 1.8 million to come from Hanoi to here, or for the airport to here. Used to be 1.5 million, so it's gone up a little bit, but get a nice car. I like that. I like the horizontal, Andy. I like the horizontal, Doug. It's because if I'm walking along and it's horizontal, you get a bit of all this stuff over here. You get a bit of what's actually happening behind Vietnam, Steve. So if it's vertical, you're going to get my face and my belly, and that's about it. So it's good to see what's happening over the back there. I can spin around from time to time. I sat on this one because it's away from the music speakers over there. They sometimes crank them up, and that does get a bit annoying. I'll spin you around. I'm sort of facing up the street. Exactly. We just gave the 1.8 million guy, we gave him an extra 200. So you're talking my language, Doug. You're talking my language. I'll try and turn this around. Am I turning it around? There we go. So this lid's come up here, and those stairs are there. The lady's just gone down there, so I don't know what the hell's down there. That white building across the way there, right in the horizon, the white building, that's the post office, Vietnam Post. And a little bit hazy today. That's Southeast Asia for you. It's not hazy in Southeast Asia, you're not alive. and the breeze is just fantastic. My plan's to get down here every morning, so this is going to be it. I do have I have nothing to do on my computer, but then somebody's chased me down yesterday, so I've told him I'll get back to him this afternoon. I've got a couple of appointments today, but the appointment's with a muncher. Brendan, are you coming back to Halong Bay? I hope you're still there. Last I heard, you'd gone to China and was developing the China Travel Toolkit, which I recommend to everybody. But China looks very, very advanced to what I'm used to in Australia. I saw an interesting thing about air quality in Asia, and there's only 3 cities in Asia that have air quality that's breathable. So, and they're in, Tajikistan or somewhere up in the mountains, Ulaanbaatar or something like that. So it's definitely not where there's. I mean, when you're here, this is like I think it's called the Yangtze Circle. It's the smallest circle you can have on the globe, where there's more people inside that circle than outside that circle. So essentially it means, what's the smallest circle you can have where we've got 4 billion people nearby versus the other 4 billion that are outside that circle on the globe. So imagine a map, put a city, draw a circle, and what's the smallest circle you can have that's got the most people in it? And Hanoi, and where I am here, is pretty close. So about 4,000 kilometres from here, 4,000 kilometre radius. More people live within 4,000 kilometres of me than live further than 4,000 kilometres from me. Ooh, she just shut that thing behind me. All right, I've got a guy coming to want to clean my shoes, but I've got a pair of sneakers on, so I don't really want my shoes clean. I do need a screen protector. I've dropped my phone a few times and cracked the screen protector. I get one of these glass ones that's like a privacy screen, and they're really good. I'll probably get one this afternoon. Let me know what you'd like to see a video on, because I do have to make a video a day, and I've got a couple of ideas that interest me, but they don't interest anybody else on YouTube. So, hi Peter, nice to see you. Let me know what you'd like a video about. I can go and make it. I can go through the shops. I can talk to somebody. I'm going to try and use those Meta glasses to interview the lady that is talking to me about English, and just ask her what her dreams and aspirations are for the future. No, thank you. No, thank you. Say hello. Hello. YouTube. It's YouTube live. Say hello. Xin chào.
Xin chào.
So that gentleman comes and gives you a pair of flip-flops, takes your shoes away for, I kid you not, half an hour, and polishes them up like new. Trouble is, these are just sneakers, and I don't need them polished today. Anyway, the one I do like is the lady that comes and sells all the little knickknacks, the nail clippers and the ear cleaners and things. Hasn't been here today. Well, I'm going to stick with the landscape live streams, which will make me happy. It won't make YouTube happy. And if I do a live stream, I'll do it landscape because it's more comfortable for me. I like it this way. And I'll use the verticals from my glasses to post a couple of reels for you down the track. I'm back in the game now. I had a month or 2 off. I just lost interest in producing YouTubes. I ran out of time, actually. I had other things that were interesting me. So I don't know what it is today. I can't check it. My phone's up there filming me. 90s echo. Is that red? Is 90 red or orange? It's when it gets up to like 150 or something. That's when you can't breathe. This is probably 90. It feels like we've got a bit of an inversion here. If you know your geography, you'll know that an inversion is where the there's colder air above the warmer air, and Yeah, we're in the yellow. It doesn't feel, it feels fresh here. I mean, I came from Hanoi and I stopped halfway here yesterday. And when I got out of the limo bus, I could feel the fresh air. And this feels fresh to me. I mean, I can smell seafood. I've only been here a day, back from Australia for one day. I've had uh, oysters last night for dinner, along with buncha, and I've had bangzor for breakfast this morning, which is a Vietnamese treat, but oysters for dinner, and I've had shrimp at lunchtime today, and I'll be having a full-on spread of pippies tonight. Oh, thanks for that, Peter. I'm probably a bit crook in the head, but I'm physically okay. I did do a lot of walking. I get paid to do letterbox deliveries, which is fun, but it really puts the pressure on for the walking. And I like to do about 5 kilometres a day at a leisurely pace. And sometimes if you get behind on the actual walking track, you got to do 10 kilometres the next day, which just makes me have to get tired from walking. So anyway, um, I've I've been aching from walking, so that's why I'm cutting back a bit. But 5 kilometres on the flat works for me. 5 kilometres up and down hills is not too good. So yes, occasionally get paid for walking when I'm in Australia, and hopefully I'm going to get paid for talking when I'm in Vietnam. So still trying to find someone that'll pay me to breathe, but haven't got there yet. It's all a bit of fun. All a bit of fun. Um, Agnes Waters, that's a nice spot. No, I did do a video about 2 weeks ago, Peter, that was a proof of life, video for YouTube. Couldn't be stuffed editing it up, so just I've deleted it and saved the space. So here I am. This is a proof of life live stream. We'll try and get back in the game of edit up a video and get it up every 3 days or so. I haven't made any. I had a couple in the cupboard. I think I've deleted them. I just don't want to talk about that. It's got to be a topic that I like to talk about, and it's really what I like to talk about is what's going on today. So um, today it's peaceful and quiet in Vietnam. Life's going well. Petrol's hit $1 a litre. I'll take you for a walk around the Aeon Mall construction site. Probably tomorrow, actually. If not tonight, probably tomorrow morning, just to show you how that's come about. It's really come along, and next time, I've got a long time here. I'll be here over Christmas and the New Year, and into 2027 indefinitely. That place will be open. That'll be my second home. Look, thanks for stopping by. It's not going to be a long live stream today. Probably going to wrap it up shortly. The Bruce Springsteen show. I see. Well, what happened at the Bruce Springsteen show? I saw a YouTube in its infinite wisdom. It sent me something on my reels that was Donald of the Trumps complaining about Bruce Springsteen, but I thought he was fighting a war. But anyway, doesn't like Bruce Springsteen, and maybe probably doesn't like the Dresden Dolls or other bands like that. But what's going on with Bruce Springsteen, Doug? I thought he'd be busy, but multitasking, I guess. That's great. I spilt matcha all over myself. I don't know how I get those things on YouTube. I'm not interested in any politics whatsoever, but YouTube seems to think that I am. And maybe I'll get AI onto that as to how I can oh, I'll have to have a look at that. I'll have to have a look at that. I'll have to get AI onto why is YouTube sending me videos I don't want to see. I don't know. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. You've confirmed proof of life for Vietnam Steve, and stay frosty, and I'll see you in the next one. And I don't know how to stop the live stream. If I push a button, do I get anything? I'll push the live. What's it do up there? Oh, well, this is interesting. How do you stop a live stream? See you all later, if I know what I'm doing. I'm pushing buttons. Push the X, eh? How about that? Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Pretty sure. Thanks for watching. See you in the